Hey, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to a topic I've wanted to cover for a long time. Baby, we gotta cover some golden guns. You know me, I've been playing Overwatch for a while now, and back when I played on console, I had 2 golden guns. I really don't have to tell you who I got the first one for. It's obviously Pharah. I love Pharah's character, and she's my main, so, you know, I definitely had to make her my first one. But I want you guys to guess who got my other choice. You can check it out around the channel. Some of the art might help you out, just a little bit of a hint. And if you do figure it out, come back and comment down below what you think it is, or just guess. In a little while, I'll post the correct answer down in the comments, but the first person to get it right gets their name in that comment. So, happy hunting and good luck. And while you're checking out around the channel, you may as well just hit the subscribe button. You know, it'd be super inconvenient if you just had to load a video back up and wait for the page to load just to comment. So, you may as well just save yourself a couple of seconds and hit that subscribe button while you're checking out the channel. Another thing I want you to do is just comment your top 10 list down below, or really just what are your favorite golden guns, because my list is definitely going to be different from yours, and I want to know how you'd rank the golden guns. That was my version of a little bit of a forewarning. It's all just my opinion. Like I said, my list will be different from yours, so you probably won't agree with me. Just please don't argue amongst each other in the comments, but feel free if you want to roast me mildly. I don't care. My list is made up of just what I like the look of the most. I tried my best not to let my personal hatred of Hanzo or Junkrat influence my list. I mean, I also tried my best not to let my hero preferences influence it either, but we have to be real here. Some of the heroes I play have some cool-ass weapons, so you can't blame me here. But I've delayed this for long enough, so let's hop into my list of the top 10 best golden guns. At the number 10 spot, we have Moira's golden weapons. Now, personally, I didn't really like these at first. They're not the most noticeable thing in the heat of battle, and I wasn't going to include it, which is why it's at the number 10 spot. If I'm gonna be honest, I forgot that they changed it to include her fingernails, and when I noticed that, it blew me away, so I had to give her a spot on the list. Another thing is that it's really unique, and that it has so many different parts to it, and it's not just like a big block that was painted over the weapon. Like, the intricacy put into it really shows, and the gold complements both the yellow and the purple colors of the tubes. Moving on to spot number 9, we have Reaper's shotguns. I know, it's completely contrasted from what I just said. It's really blocky and it looks like you just slapped gold paint on a gun, but I really like it because of the effect it has when you play as him. I mean, he's just chucking these around after he uses them. Imagine how expensive it is for him to grab more from his vault. Does he buy them individually? Does he steal them? We'll never know. But what I do know is that his ultimate looks really cool while he's using them, so that's definitely a good plus, and one of the reasons why he is on the list. Something that oddly draws me into them is that swirly bit at the top. That's honestly my favorite part. And it's kind of terrifying to see golden guns on an enemy Reaper. Continuing on, we have spot number 8 with our newest hero, Brigitte's Flail. Now, if there's one thing I'm not a big fan of, is that her chain actually isn't golden when she's using it. Blizzard, we don't really have to go through this talk again, do we? Honestly, that's the only reason it isn't higher on the list. I like the flail, and I especially like the pommel of it. Actually, I have no clue why. It's just cool. Kind of like with Moira's, it isn't a big block of gold, and it does have the details at the head that really make it stand out, and I personally could just stare at it for hours. Golden gun number 7. We have one of the classics with McCree's golden gun. This is just one of those golden guns that you fear when you see it. But it's also really fascinating when you take a second to look at it. I never really noticed that his spur was actually welded to the gun, so that's cool, but it's also included in the golden version. The golden gun. I can really respect a player with the gold McCree gun. You know, I really like it, and although it's a little bit blocky in some parts, I do like the contours that are accentuated by the gold. And that's probably the most pretentious sentence I'll ever say. I mean, I took art class for 2 years and he never recovered from that ever, so you can expect to hear something like that again eventually. Golden gun number 6. We have Widowmaker, mostly just because I like what they did to her Black Lily gun. The default skin golden gun is pretty good and I like it, but the biggest win for me is that newest skin and how detailed and intricate the golden gun is for it. You know, Widow is kind of like McCree. It's just the gun, there's no golden shoes or golden mine or anything. I just really like the gun. And I'm not gonna lie, she's this far up on the list mostly because I've been playing her a lot in Deathmatch, and I also have 5 highlights saved as hers, so I've definitely been warming up to her as a character a little bit more, even though I said I wouldn't put my preferences into my decisions on this list. But you have to let me have this one. I mean, that Black Lily gun is so good with the golden camo. Here at the number 5 spot is Ana's golden gun. I mean, this is just another one of those classics, and I also like that they gave her sleep dart pistol some love too, since it's also really nice and golden. Personally, I think the golden works extremely well with her Tal skin. It might just be me, but it feels like a natural combo. Also, the yellow of the healing solution in each dart works well with the gold of the gun, and it's pretty easy to look at. The only thing I wish they could add was that little bit of gold at the end of the muzzle. I think that would complete it a lot, but overall I really like the look of it. The golden gun in the 4th place is Zenyatta's balls, and I mean, a lot of people were telling me that it just doesn't make a difference whether or not you have the gold guns for Zen. To me, that's not really true. I do like the look of it, and I just don't know what it is, but if you equip the Nutcracker skin, it just... the amazing look of Zenyatta's nuts just in your face just looks amazing, and I personally think it's one of the greatest combinations ever. I know that its default skins have mostly golden aspects to the balls, but I do think that it adds an extra layer to it when you equip those gold weapons, since the shine is really what it's all about. I also used to play a lot of Zen, so I am pretty partial to him, but I haven't played as much of him recently. In general though, he's still one of my favorite characters, so that kind of did influence where I put him just a little bit. At spot number 3 is Reinhardt's hammer. If you just guessed this one, congratulations, you just won nothing. Like literally nothing, except for the satisfaction of getting this up on screen. Heyo, look at this magnificence. When you walk on the battlefield, you can't miss the might of a golden hammer Reinhardt. You tremble at the sight of the mighty crusader with a hammer made from a really soft metal, which actually doesn't sound that effective. Anyways, it's a little bit blocky, but I still absolutely love the look of this weapon, and it works extremely well with this Crusader skin, which also looks incredible, by the way. Not sure I mentioned that yet, but oh my goodness, this is a fantastic combo. Along with this Paragon skin, that makes it also look like it's part of the skin, going along with the fantastic gold and white. Personally, I love this gold weapon, 10 out of 10, I will be buying it in the next couple of seasons. Let's move on to the next one at spot number 2 with Genji's golden weapons. Let's be real here, these are badass. It's probably the most bought golden gun out of all the ones I've ever seen. I actually really like every single aspect of them. First off, let's look at the full gold shuriken. This is really satisfying to look at. And then we have a gold spined katana and a solid gold bladed wakizashi. And every single skin looks good with the golden gun. I know not every skin fits well with a gold gun for most heroes, but it always works for Genji. In fact, I'm pretty sure it looks even better for some of his other skins, like in Young Genji and Sparrow. Not to mention, pairing it with his carbon fiber skin will make you the coolest Genji main on the block. Legit, this golden camo deserves its number 2 spot. You already know who's in the number 1 spot, it's gotta be Hanzo. No, I'm just kidding. His angles are too small. His bow's alright, but I just don't like his angles. The first place obviously has to go to Pharah, my favorite hero in the game and my first ever gold gun. I have to admit, it's a little bit blocky, but it's all redeemed when you notice that each rocket has a little bit of gold at the back of it, and that's all you need. Personally, I really like the way it looks with the Jackal and Anubis skins, and the Frostbite and the Bedouin skins. And the Asp skin is already golden, so it works super well with that too. This is just bias, like complete bias. You can call me out on it in the comments, but I like the gold Pharah gun, and you can't do anything about it. 1v1 me, I'll fight you about it. So anyways, that was my top 10 list of the best golden guns in Overwatch. They're not even all guns, but it rolls off the tongue better, so I'll keep it in the title, shut up. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed my list since I had a lot of fun making it. And of course, I would hugely enjoy a thumbs up on the video if you liked it. Don't forget, I want you to tell me what your favorite golden gun is down below, so don't forget about that. And the shoutout is waiting for the lucky person who guesses what my second golden gun ever was, so don't forget about that either. And with that, this is Carter signing off, and as always, have a fantastic day.